When your AC stops working, just call the experts at KS Services Heating and Air. They're fast and affordable. Right now, purchase any Bryant energy efficient system and save with 0% interest for 60 months with approved credit. It comes included with a 5-year labor warranty. And our fair price guarantee means that we will always give you 3 quotes for every situation. A good, better, and best. Call KS Services Heating and Air today. We roll on, whatever it takes.
I'm meteorologist Brian Peters with a look at your Alabama weather for Sunday, October the 15th. But before we get to the weather, there's a quick shot of the 3 judges for the chili cook-off up at Mount Cheaha, and there's a look at some of the contestants that had their displays all set up there at Bald Rock Lodge. Gorgeous place if you've never been to Mount Cheaha. Satellite image this morning shows that we do have some clouds over the central and south Alabama. They're creating kind of a cloudy situation in spots, with some of us still in the clear. The weather map this morning features a cold front that is poised in northern Arkansas, northeastern Arkansas, that is expected to move into Alabama this afternoon and move rather briskly through. Should be out of the state by midday tomorrow. And so it looks like the best rain chances are going to come during the evening and overnight hours tonight, so kind of late afternoon, evening hours, and then into the very early morning hours. In the upper atmosphere, we see a nice trough that is helping to push this whole frontal system our way. Temperatures this morning are fairly mild. We're generally in the upper 60s across central Alabama, just a little bit cooler up in the northeast where Fort Payne is at 61, and certainly warmer down in the south where they're in the lower 70s. Radar is clear over Alabama this morning for now, but we can certainly see the front off to the northwest of us. Watch warning map is fairly clear. It's not real bad. The gray areas you see over the Carolinas and down in southeast Texas are dense fog advisories. The browns you see there in Texas, New Mexico, and southern Oklahoma are dense wind advisories, and then the blues that you see in eastern Colorado and the western part of Kansas are freeze and frost advisories. QPF, yesterday we were saying probably about 1/4 of an inch. Looks like maybe we'll get a little bit more. There is enough moisture return, I think, that we'll see probably more like 1/2 inch. Again, not everybody's going to get the same amount of rain because of the spotty nature of showers. Day 1 for the Storm Prediction Center has only a marginal risk up over the eastern Great Lakes in places like eastern Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, and the western part of New York. For day 2, showers and thunderstorms over south Georgia and the Florida Peninsula and extreme southern Alabama. And then for day 3, just over the Florida Peninsula. Tropics remain somewhat active, with Ophelia now bearing down on Ireland. And then we also have this area of disturbed weather in the vicinity of Puerto Rico. That is forecast to move into the open Atlantic. That's good, and may develop over the next several days. All right, let's get to the 06Z GFS model run. And there's the HRR for around 20Z today. That's about 3 o'clock. And it looks like, of course, the main threat is showers with the front that you can see entering the state, but we may have some prefrontal showers more or less scattered. The GFS for Monday shows that the front has moved on by us, so Monday is going to be a day of transition where we're going to see temperatures be a lot cooler. The upper air pattern for Monday shows the strong trough moving through, turning our flow northwesterly and ushering in that colder and drier air. We stay under a bit of a troughiness over the eastern part of the country. It's a little convoluted there with a number of various little short waves moving through the flow, but I think we'll be dry with a large surface high stretching all the way from Arkansas all the way up into the mid-Atlantic states. And when you look at precipitable water values forecast for Tuesday, that is very dry atmosphere, as those browns are all values below 0.6 of an inch, so very, very dry. Wednesday, we still see the troughiness, but the ridge is beginning to develop over Texas. The ridge moves over the lower Mississippi River Valley and builds in there on Thursday. And again on Friday, we see it over the eastern half of the country. So it looks like it'll be a nice warm-up for us as we end up with highs in the upper 70s, maybe some spots approaching 80 by the end of the week. And at the surface, we have a large high-pressure system that is helping to keep us dry. Now, as we go into the weekend, the ridge moves off and a nice trough comes out of the Rockies, and that trough really gets a lot stronger on Sunday. And so it looks like by Sunday we'll be watching a cold front approach us from the northwest. It looks like Sunday probably will be primarily dry, but we may be transitioning on that day. So looking out into Voodoo country, you can see that the trough moves on by, so that Tuesday, the 24th of October, we should have a little bit, 23rd and 24th, we should have a little bit cooler air. The ridge builds back in, so we definitely have some warmer air around the 26th. But holy Nelly, look at this. Wow. Talk about a strong northwesterly flow. This one looks really cold. If this verifies the end of October, we could be dealing with the first freeze. Follow those contours from North Alabama all the way back into western Canada. So that's definitely a cool or a cold pattern. But it doesn't last long. As we see by the 30th, we have some warming going on with the ridge building in, so that promises perhaps a warm Halloween. That'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. I expect James Spann to be back in the saddle once again on Monday morning. I expect to be at the Vulcan Park today. The 3340 is participating in the Vulcan Aftertunes, and so a nice afternoon of music. It should be nice, maybe a scattered shower, so you might want to consider taking some rain gear. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day, and Godspeed.
AC broken? Just call KS Services Heating and Air. All Bryant energy-efficient systems come with a 5-year labor warranty, and our fair price guarantee means that we'll always give you 3 quotes for every situation. Just call KS Services Heating and Air today.